It's May the 26th, 2022. And we have Prince George's County in Montgomery County.
Officer 0000000 is recording. Recording started.
We're at the N.O.J gas station. And we have car 1531, 5877, 5478, 5785, and we have an unmarked vehicle, tag number 5551, and car 1543. These individuals are in Montgomery County, out of their jurisdiction, harassing citizens. We're at the N.O.J gas station, 6360 New Hampshire Avenue. In Montgomery County. These individuals are going through a vehicle in Montgomery County, out of their jurisdiction. Governor Hogan, this is what we're talking about. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Prince George's County police officers in Montgomery County stopping a vehicle. This is what we mean by taking immunity away from these individuals and making sure they have a 4-year degree and understand what the law is. They are clearly out of their jurisdiction, harassing citizens. What they stop y'all for? Let me explain this. You're in Montgomery County. These are PG County cops. They're out of their jurisdiction. You know, you don't need a tag. You don't need a tag by law. They know that.
I know that too.
And they know that. See, what they're doing is they're harassing people. These individuals are out of their jurisdiction in Montgomery County harassing a citizen. You know what the Bayon Act is, young man? This is car 3857. You know what the Bayon Act is? What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number?
Out of the way of the car.
What's your name and badge number?
I'm not going to tell you again.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Get out of the middle of the street.
The street is out there.
You're not going to stand in the middle of the parking lot with cars.
Do you own this parking lot?
It's private property.
Are you? You are not even in your jurisdiction. What's your name and badge number?
You want to go to Upper Marlboro Corrections?
Do you want to give me your name and badge number?
We're not talking about it. I'm talking to you.
I'm asking you your protocol.
Okay.
Are you giving me your name and badge number?
Listen, move out of the way. This is the last chance. I'm not having it tonight. We've dealt with you before. I'm asking you kindly to move onto the sidewalk out of the way of the cars. That's it.
You can drive on through, young man.
And if you move out of the way, correct.
What's your name and badge number? You're not giving me your name and badge? Your captain will hear about it.
Okay.
This is car 5478, refusing to give his badge number. He's out of his jurisdiction, and he's not a cop over here in Montgomery County. I wish you would kidnap me and take me to Upper Marlboro. You know that, young man? I have federal charges on you so quick you wouldn't know what happened. Get the fuck on back on your side.
Have a great day.
Get the fuck on back. Don't cut your camera on now. Don't cut your camera on now. It wasn't on just a few minutes ago. Get your dumb ass back over to Prince George's County. Get the fuck on. Get the fuck on back on your bitch ass. I want you to kidnap me, bitch. These individuals out of their jurisdiction in Montgomery County. This clown talking about he's gonna arrest me and kidnap me and take me to Upper Marlboro. I wish he would. But I'm gonna take that badge off of him. You can relay that message to him. I'm gonna show him who he fucking with. A piece of shit wearing a badge. These officers are out of their jurisdiction in Montgomery County harassing a citizen. Look at them. Like fucking cockroaches. Here's another one. Another fucking cockroach. That's right, get back in PG County. Talking about arresting me and kidnapping me and taking me back up Upper Marlboro. I wish he would do it. This is what citizens need to know. That's why they wouldn't do nothing. They're saying these people have no tag on their car, and they let them go, and they still don't have a tag on their car. And then he doesn't have his body camera on, making threats. Refusing to give his name and badge number, chief. These are the kind of fuck niggas you have on your police force. They stop a vehicle illegally in Montgomery County for talking about not having tags on and don't do shit because they can't do shit. And then you get a clown who says he's dealt with me. I've never seen a bitch nigga in my life. And he's gonna arrest me for being in the street when I'm on a parking lot of Sunoco. This is the kind of fuck niggas you got on your force. Don't know the street from a parking lot. And here we are again, hanging out, guarding McDonald's. I wish he would have locked me up. I guarantee you, I'll be in Greenbelt filing federal charges on his dumb ass for kidnapping. Removing me from one county to the next illegally. Here we have 5588 and 5504 guarding McDonald's. Let me see if these other bitch niggas over here, these fucking cockroaches of Prince George's County. They don't know the law. They stopped that vehicle. They stopped that vehicle, went through it, and then let it go because they were out of their jurisdiction. And here we have two patrol cars sitting opposite each other on the taxpayers' dime doing nothing. Nothing. This is the kind of officers you have in your county, taxpayers, milking the clock, sitting around doing nothing. If you want to talk to me, get out your car, because I can't hear you, cockroach. I can't hear you, cockroach. You shouldn't have never started it, cockroach. Here we go with the flashlight. Here we go with a violation of the Bain Act. 5588. See, this is what I mean about the new terrorists in America. They sit around getting paid, and then when you put that camera on them, they want to do anything they can to not be videotaped. You don't deserve respect, young man. You don't deserve. Matter of fact, you need to turn that badge in. Yeah, I'll be an old man. I got to that age. You got to get to it. You got to get to it. A fucking cockroach wearing a badge. You know, it's a sad day, taxpayer. Taxpayers, when you pay these individuals salary and all they do is sit up, run their mouths in your patrol car in Prince George's County. The one that's talking is in car 5588. This one right here. He's the one that's talking. It's always one that wants to insert or try to insert his authority when he has none. This is why we say take immunity away from these individuals and hold them accountable for their action. These individuals have fear in them. This is why they sit in lit up parking lots doing nothing and waiting for a call because of the fear in them. As you saw, this is the kind of attitude these cockroaches have. Nobody respects them anymore. And to get respect back into the police department, you got to get rid of these kind of individuals. And doing that, you got to take immunity away from them and hold them accountable for their actions that they do. Just like this individual right here, shining a light, violating the Bain Act, because I'm recording them sitting on their ass on the taxpayers' dollar doing nothing. He wants to try to blind the camera because he's gotten caught sitting in the parking lot of McDonald's doing nothing. Just like the other one saying I'm in his way so he can't drive out. He'll lock me up and take me to Upper Marlboro. Take me, and I'll have you in the cell next to me until they ship your dumb ass over to the federal penitentiary. A felony kidnapping is taking an individual from one place to another without just cause. He has no jurisdiction in Montgomery County. So to arrest me will be without just cause, because he is not a police officer in Montgomery County. People need to know their rights. Just like these people that got stopped with this car and they rummaged through their car in Montgomery County. Matter of fact, that's the car right there. The young lady is going into DC now. That's the car they stopped. And here we are now here with these individuals on the taxpayer dime just sitting at McDonald's. This is the McDonald's where the young man got killed the other night. As I said, they only here when these doors are open. But when they're not open, they're gone. Because they're doing security work for this McDonald's. And to the chief of police of Prince George's County, you should make it mandatory, and the county executive, that when a citizens ask these cockroaches their names and badge numbers, they're supposed to give it to them. If they don't, get them off your force, because they're up to no good. Here we go. The raid has been sprayed and the cockroaches are on the move. Car 5504. They have no respect for the citizens of this county whatsoever. And then he has the nerve to talk about respect. And I'm pretty sure, I can't see because it's so dark in there, it's a black one. It's a black one. It's always a female cop or a fucking black one trying to prove a point. Here he go. Let me get on this side so I can see what color he is. Like I said, it's always a black officer that wants to act like a fucking fool. What's your name and badge number, officer?
Officer Nisbet, ID 3910. We are hiring though. If you have so much, you should come join our ranks and then kind of catapult yourself up to make the changes that you see. That's what I'm doing.
You sound like a fucking fool. Get the fuck on down the street, man. You sound like a fucking fool.
But you're the one who's cursing.
You know,
I'm the fool with
I'm a grown-ass man. I'm a grown-ass man.
What does that mean?
Okay, what it means is I would never join a corrupt police
department.
department.
You're a grown man.
I would never join a grown department
as man. I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. I'm asking you a question.
Go do your work that the taxpayers are paying. Make that welfare.
People from loitering over here.
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? As I told you, he's not doing police work. He's doing security guard work. He's doing security guard work. And this taxpayers is why I say take immunity away from these clowns and get them off your police force. They're not worthy to be law enforcement officers.
So what is your suggestion?
I'm going to show you, officer. I'm going to show this to your chief, and I'm going to show it to your county executive. I'm going to show it to your city council. It's time to remove you crooked individuals off the force and put some real police out here.
So I'm a crooked individual because I'm a black officer?
No, you're a tyrant, young man. When
I'm a tyrant.
You know what the Bayon Act is?
What did I
do you know what the
sir?
Bayon Act is?
No, I'm asking you a question.
I'm asking you some questions.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
What did
Damn.
I do?
And you're a law enforcement officer, don't know what the Bayon Act is?
I'm going to do just like my coworker just did. I'm going to leave.
Yeah, he was smart enough. He was smart enough. He didn't open his mouth, but your dumb ass had to. I don't want to dialogue with you. I'm just showing you exactly what they need to do. This is a police officer, a professional one, a piece of shit on the PG County Police Department, looking like Urkel, drinking coffee. As I told you, his job is to do security work for this McDonald's. You heard him out his mouth. Keep people from loitering. Let me explain. Let me show you something. If he's in here now, there's a security guard in here. What do they need taxpayer dollars when they got a security guard? I can't see him in here, but there's a security guard working in here. So what do they need taxpayer dollars to sit on the parking lot and keep people from loitering? He opened it out his own mouth. He's there to keep loitering off the parking lot on the taxpayer's dime. He's on duty. Him and his partner sitting here running their mouth on the taxpayer dime, keeping people from loitering on the grounds of McDonald's. Ain't that some shit? Taxpayers, your hard-earned money is being used to secure big businesses to keep loiterers off of it. You heard it from the police himself. Well, I don't consider him a police officer. A security guard. You heard it from the security guard of Prince George's County. This is what's going on. This man is getting paid $100,000 and he's receiving money on the side from McDonald's to secure and keep people from loitering on big businesses who can hire their own security force to do that. Ain't that some shit? And this is what needs to change in America today to get real law enforcement officers back on the force. Because right now, all you got is thugs walking around with a badge on them. They're not real police and nobody cares a damn about it. As you see right here, I'm in Prince George's County right now. We were just at that Sunoco, which is across the street right there. That's Montgomery County. And that's why when they saw the camera, they left the young lady and the dude alone about having no tags on a vehicle. The Supreme Court has already ruled. There you go back. The Supreme Court has already ruled that citizens don't need tags on their vehicles. See, this is what I'm talking about. This gentleman, if it's the same car, but it's a PG County car, is going back to the McDonald's. Let's see. And the other one, the white piece of shit, trailer park trash. You want to go to Upper Marlboro? Bitch, nigga, please. You don't scare me with that shit. The time you put them handcuffs on me, you have just committed occupational suicide because I'm going to take your job away from you. And I'm going to seek federal charges of kidnapping a citizen, taking him from one county to the next without probable cause or without having jurisdiction to do so. This is why you have to remove these individuals off the force and get some real professional law enforcement officers on your force. Because these individuals, he doesn't even know what the Bain Act is. A fucking kid in a uniform getting paid taxpayers' dollars to keep loiterers off of McDonald's. Ain't that some shit? That's what he said. His job is not to patrol the streets, but to keep loiterers off of the grounds of McDonald's. They don't went somewhere. I don't know where they went. Well, ain't that some shit? And you heard it out of his own mouth. He go clock in, makes $100,000 or more to keep loiterers off of McDonald's. Taxpayers of Prince George's County, Chief of Police of the Prince George's County, County Executive of the Prince George's County. He doesn't get paid to patrol the streets of Prince George's County. He gets paid to keep loiterers off of McDonald's. He clocks in, makes $100,000 a year to do that. And then out of his mouth, he wants to be slick. And it's, I guarantee you, the majority of the time, it's a woman and a black officer that wants to act like a fucking fool to try to insert their authority instead of just keeping their fucking mouth closed and move on just like the first officer did. Don't engage, move on. If you don't engage, I don't say nothing. But he wants to prove he has the authority. Just like the little white one. Lock me up then. And I guarantee you I'll have your job. I'm standing on the parking lot of Sunoco. He said I'm standing in the street. And he doesn't have his body camera on. That's another thing. The other night, the officer didn't have his a body camera. This one, he didn't turn it on until he got back in the car to try to drive off. And this is what needs to stop also. If you don't turn that body camera on, you're terminated. Because you're up to no good. And I guarantee you, half of them officers that pull that car over didn't have their body cameras on. And this is why I tell citizens, record every time you see those cherries and berries. As you saw with them, the majority of them officers didn't even have their lights on. They didn't want to bring attention to themselves. But as soon as I walked up on them, their whole demeanor changed. Isn't it illegal to drive around in the car? That's why they pulled them over. What was the reason you pulled them over? What was your probable cause to pull them over? Because they didn't have a tag on their car. Okay, then why'd you let them go? Why did you let them drive the car away with no tags on it? Because you had no jurisdiction where you had stopped them. They're in Tacoma Park, Maryland, which is in Montgomery County. And as you read, the rezoning, all of Tacoma Park is in Montgomery County. I guess my officer friend would say This part up here of New Hampshire Avenue, one part is in Prince George's, the other part is in Montgomery County. Where the Sunoco is, where they pulled them over, they're in Prince George's County. That's what my officer friend who talked to me in Langley Park would say. It's only when they want to justify them doing something. And this is what is going on. They're in PG County when they stop somebody. This shit is off the chain, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta start pulling your cameras out. You gotta start recording these criminals. Every time you see them, them cherries and berries on, you gotta start recording them. Got to. I was waiting for the officer to put his hands on me. You know, the officer over here on this side of New Hampshire Avenue. And he tried to scare, oh, you want to go up to Upper Marlboro? Nigga, please, I done been to Upper Marlboro. I done been to Clarksburg. I done been to every prison in the state of Maryland. It's overrated. It's overrated. And this is what I don't understand about the generation and the individuals out here today. The majority of all of the males have been to the county jail or been to prison. Why do you fear these individuals here? Prison is overrated, especially in this state here, because it's a joke. It's a joke. And yes, I did 5 years in the Maryland judicial system, prison system. I've been to every prison in the state of Maryland. And each one of them is a joke. The COs don't run it, the prisoners run it. Fuck what you heard. The prisoners run the prison system. I can tell you some stories, but this ain't about the prison system.